begin a new month in the know for Sunday, June 1st, and we're going to be talking wildfires this near Flin Flon, looking more like a scene out of Lord of the Rings. My goodness, just harrowing shots here of some of the wildfire activity that's led to a province-wide state of emergency, some evacuations. And how about this here? We're taking a look at this fire in Manitoba. And in a moment, you get a little bit of perspective on the amount of ash that is associated with a blaze like this. And so this is certainly a situation we're going to continue to cover, and weather playing a role, that's for sure. We had May bring ample 30-degree temperature days. That really kind of provided the fuel, these dry conditions, to allow things to spark off in the way they have. And yes, both Manitoba and Saskatchewan are really going through it right now, and you can see those fires. One of the big variables is the air quality and the hazy conditions this near Shellbrook, really helping to highlight just how much wildfire smoke folks in this area are contending with, and even beyond, as the wildfire smoke is traveling away from these provinces and impacting air quality elsewhere. Let's break it all down and how the weather is playing a role. Looking into our forecast, I'm Matt Hamel alongside meteorologist Laura Power. Laura, where do we begin when we look at a situation like this?
Well, Matt, we generally begin with the satellite imagery. We're taking a look at how far the smoke is actually traveling throughout the last week. We saw it stretch all the way in through the Atlantic, spanning thousands of kilometers from the Canadian prairies. Now we're seeing it start to drift south. Here's a picture from one of our very own TWN members, Dennis Mercereau, all the way down in North Carolina. Take a look at the haze in the sky. These are drifting fairly far south, Matt.
Yeah, so certainly highlighting the fact that this smoke traveling long distances. Now that low-level smoke, that's the kind that impacts air quality. And Laura, we have widespread air quality warnings and special air quality statements still in effect for today.
Yeah, along with that, we've got our two states of emergencies provincial-wide for Saskatchewan and Manitoba due to the escalating situation and the threat. Here's a broad look of all the wildfires. The most notable are in the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border just north of Prince Albert, where we have an abundance of blazes, new and old, but here's a current look, and this is, like you mentioned, seriously affecting the air quality across portions of the prairies. We're at a 10 plus out of 10 plus, Matt.
Yeah, on that air quality health index, and really helping to illustrate just the level of smoke in the air for Manitoba. We can see for Winnipeg on our Sunday, we are in that extremely poor air quality range. And Flin Flon, whereas Winnipeg looks to see some improvement, Laura, Flin Flon will be remaining with that air quality as, again, that very problematic wildfire is close by. Laura, rainfall not really targeting areas that need it the most.
No, it's quite unfortunate. We're seeing a very low chance of rain in the regions that need it most, as you mentioned, north of Saskatoon. And on top of that, we're seeing winds begin to play a huge factor in potentially spreading even more wildfire activity. It's almost relentless. Even through Tuesday, we're seeing 50 plus kilometers an hour in the hardest hit regions. The good news, though, is that temperatures will finally begin to mediate in through Sunday and Monday. We're seeing a cold front is going to slice through those temperatures and finally bring us back at seasonal or even below. So a little bit of good news there, but in the short range, we do have a bit of a thunderstorm risk on Sunday, Matt, which could potentially spark up some new storms.
Yeah, so good. I like how you highlight the temperature story there. We're still hanging on to some 30-degree temperatures in Manitoba today, but the rest of the region much closer to seasonal. There is that thunderstorm threat for portions of Alberta, and we'll continue to watch the track of the wildfire smoke.